Yo, what's good? Ignore the background for a while, okay? I have some thoughts that I wanted to share, and it's like we have completely become devoid and devolved as a species of the completely, organic ability, the ability of thinking. We stopped completely thinking about anything that we have read, heard, or just any sort of media that we have consumed. We don't think about it really. If you really put your mind onto it and focus on the fact that we are not processing what we have just consumed. The fact that we have 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours of screen time, yet people are not thinking. They are not sitting in a room completely, without any music or any sort of cheap dopamine, and they are just sitting idly. Becoming bored has become such a unique and rare experience nowadays that I'm surprised that people are not bored at all. And I'm sometimes in shock because how did we even get here? And it's like it surprises me. Okay, you you read something and immediately you think of going on to the that supposed articles comment section or wherever to see what other people are thinking, and you did not even give thought to the entire thing. You did not pause, you did not read it like you were supposed to read. But I don't know, it, after a period of time, it your brain starts to turn smooth. All the ridges are going to be gone ultimately, like that one Patrick's scene in SpongeBob. But yeah, no, whenever we used to read something, we used to poke holes into it, we used to ask questions about it, we used to ponder on it, we used to argue with others on it. But I rarely see that nowadays, and it's like we have become cheap dopamine chasing monkeys, scrolling all sort of reels, TikTok shorts, Twitter, or X as they call it now. And it's like we are not stopping at all, and there's no end to it. Actually, we are just chasing something that is in an infinite supply. There are billion-dollar companies made just to keep us distracted, for that matter. A few might have already clicked off this video, which is crazy, okay? Because I paused for like 5 seconds and people are gone. People can't stay focused for 5 complete seconds. They can't pause, they can't be calm. They have to be chaotic in such a way that their mind is not aloof. They are like, I don't know, a crazy ball bouncing around a room all time. But we killed boredom essentially. That's what I'm saying. Well, let's talk about it. How can you actually, tackle this entire thing? Because the moment you stop thinking about the original idea, or let's just say the original thought, what are you even without it? Your identity is nothing without your thoughts. If you don't think, you don't exist as an individual. So, one of the lessons that I've learned is whenever I consume any sort of media, I pause for a while, think about it, and ponder on it, and I just move on. Of course, stay away from those short form content, that 10-second cheap dopamine. I know. I have been part of that brain rot. I am the most brain rotted guy you will find up until 7x749 era, the mannequin era. Okay, if you know, you know. But from now onwards, I'm going to change that, and not going to really chase those cheap dopamines. And yeah, also, second lesson is that you know start doing harder things. By harder things, I mean solving some puzzles, or doing some logical brain teasers, the puzzles where it itches your certain part of a brain and it forces you to think about it, think about the problem, you know sit with the problem for a while, sit solving a problem for at least 30 minutes. And if you're stuck, be stuck, but think about it, try to come up with a solution. And if you can't after like 30 minutes or 45 minutes, then go on to see the solution. Teach your brain how to be working without any sort of escape, because in today's world escape is really easy. You can escape into a fantasy land in one click or two click max. So try to make your brain do some hard work. And the third one is that be in the moment. Okay, just think about any sort of scenario that you are in, and also think about the things that are going on in your mind at that point of time. You will always find that you are not focused in the moment. If you're talking to somebody, there's always something going on in your head, and it's not about that particular conversation or the particular scenario. So be in the moment. Well, that was it from my side. Also, this was my first video, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. This is going to be completely raw, by the way, because the entire purpose of this channel is for me to speak out whatever I think should be spoken out more loudly, and what I feel like should be out there and missing from the internet. And not only missing, but I want to share my own thoughts on certain topics. So this was the first one, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Well, that's it. Peace.